What's up, guys? This is Nick G with muscleandlife.com, and I'm just going to show you a few exercises that I like to do before I do bench pressing or overhead shoulder press. Over the years, my right shoulder, I've hurt it quite a few times straining it, doing things, and one of the things that has really helped with that and keep me healthy and in the gym where I belong is just by doing some simple warm-up for the rotator cuff and shoulder joint area. So to do these exercises, all you really need, I have a 5-pound dumbbell here, or you can use like a 5-pound weight plate. Just hold it in your hands. You don't want to use a lot of weights just to warm up the area. And I can't scientifically tell you why this works, but I just know that it makes my shoulders feel a lot better. So, first exercise here, I have no idea what this shit is called, so just follow along with me. You're going to take your dumbbell or your weight plate, you're going to hold it in your hand like this, and you're just going to come up, and you're going to try to, at the top, you want to be pretty straight and to have the dumbbell or the plate pretty much level with your head, and you're going to come down. So you're going to go up and down. I usually like to do these for like 10 reps. So whatever, I'll do my reps on that side, and go ahead and switch. And same thing over here. Now this is my left side, my weaker side, so your weaker side is going to be a little bit harder to control. So make sure you just keep it under control. I'm just going to go up and down. Now if you haven't done this, or if your shoulders have been bothering you a lot lately, you're going to hear all kinds of snapping and popping, and you might even get a little bit of pain. But that's probably because you haven't been warming up properly for your bench pressing or your overhead pressing, and now your shoulders are messed up like mine got. Okay? And then the next exercise, you take the dumbbell or the plate, keep your elbow close to your side. You pin your elbow to your side. Your elbow is going to be touching your side throughout the whole movement, and you're just going to come out as far as you can with your elbow still touching your side, and back. And this is really working your whole rotator cuff right here. And this is the rotator cuff. If you've lifted weights for any amount of time, or if you've talked to people that have lifted weights or been in the gym, you know this is like the #1 most injured spot for people. And biggest reason why that is because they're using poor form on the exercises and they're not exercising their rotator cuff or warming up properly. So again, you want to do like 10 reps, switch it up. Again, it's my weaker side. Your weaker side is always going to be harder to keep your shoulder pinned to you and to do proper form. So you can see it probably doesn't look as good as the other side, but I can still do them. And weirdly enough, it's always my right shoulder that gets messed up, which is my stronger one. So my left shoulder, one of my arms is a little bit longer, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I've never had an issue with my left shoulder whatsoever. Okay, so you're gonna I usually do 2 or 3 sets of those exercises each, and then I do a couple sets of band pull-aparts. So I'll link to this in the description. This is just a simple band. I think it's like 5 or 10 pounds of resistance. It's not very much. I got it on Amazon. But what you do, so band pull aparts, they work your whole upper back, and they just kind of help stretch your shoulders out. So what you do for band pull aparts is you get a grip on the band near the ends. Obviously, the more in you are on your grip, the more resistance you're going to have. So again, you don't want to have too much resistance. It's just kind of like a light exercise to warm up. You're going to hold it out in front of you with extended arms, the band. You're just going to pull it apart and back. Pull it apart and back. So when you pull apart, go back as far as you can to make it like pretty much a T with your arms, and then the band should be touching your upper chest. You're going to come back. And then you just do these for like 10 to 15 reps for like 3 sets. This kind of warms up that whole shoulder girdle area. You're going to feel these burn. So again, just a couple sets of those. You don't want to go too crazy. And just doing those exercises has really pretty much, I haven't really had a shoulder issue in like 3 or 4 years now since I've started incorporating that. Sometimes I do get lazy and I stop doing that stuff, and then what ends up happening is like 3 or 4 months down the road, my shoulder starts bothering me again. So even I'm not perfect, but incorporate those into your warm-up and see how that works out for you. All right, thanks.